Hello everyone! Welcome back to Drawn by Annie channel. This is me, Annie, and I will be drawing for you today. Grab your tea, coffee and snacks and let's dive into today's video. Today I have something very exciting to do, and this brings me so much joy each time I do it. And that is starting a new sketchbook! Yay! You can't imagine how many sketchbooks I have started that are still not finished, but I'm working on all of them at once. Yeah, I have a little guilt of starting sketchbooks and sometimes not finishing them all the way through before actually beginning a new one. But I blame my creativity because it's inconsistent. Like a lot of times I want to draw in different types of paper or a format like a larger or smaller. So I really need all of those sketchbooks that are there on my bookcase. And I promise I'm drawing in all of them, or I'm going to draw in all of them eventually. I'm not just buying them and letting them lay unused. That's not true. It's just I like to sort my things even in my artwork. So like I would draw some sort of artwork in specific sketchbook, for example, or dedicate a sketchbook for a specific type of arts like fan art or studies or literary related stuff. Everything must have like their own space so it wouldn't overwhelm me too much. So this specific sketchbook, I want to make it into a style study sketchbook and fan art mostly, because in my previous videos with style studies and fan art videos, I have mentioned that I'm using a sketchbook that is not really dedicated for the materials that I'm using, which is alcohol-based markers and acrylic paint pens. So I decided I would take some time and invest in a good quality paper sketchbook, so I will not struggle as much with the coloring. So I decided to go with an option that I have used previously, and you have seen in my previous videos with a smaller square sketchbook. It's from the same brand, which is Art Creation from Royal Talents brand. I'm actually already using some of their other sketchbooks, so the paper quality is very satisfying for me, so I decided to go with something that I already am familiar with. It's a little bit on a pricier side, but I got it from Amazon and I'm really happy with what have arrived to me, to be honest. Usually it's really hard for me to find a sketchbook that I would find satisfying without actually touching it. So I'm used to going to an art store or like a bookstore and buy my stationery there, but this time I decided I would take a little risk and order online, and I wasn't disappointed. So I think I might start doing that more often from now on. And I really only chose by the color of the cover, and in real life it looks really nice, this pastel pink color. Recently I'm into more pink colors in my life, so I decided to go for the same color for my sketchbook. And I also have a nice set of stickers that I want to decorate it with, so stay tuned for part 2 where I'm going to decorate the cover with the stickers. You can try to take a wild guess what kind of stickers I'm going to use. A little hint, there will be a popular character. I mean, there are tons of popular characters, but think about a cute character that would match a pastel color theme. Anyway, back to the drawing. You know how some artists say that the first drawing is very stressful for them in a new sketchbook because it kinda has to be perfect? So my unpopular opinion is that no, it shouldn't. I have had so many sketchbooks that didn't have a perfect art on the first page, and guess what? I still used them. Nothing bad happened. It's just a first art. Actually, I'm more used to it being not such a good artwork rather than a perfect illustration masterpiece. Like, why stress about something that is not a canvas and it's not made for criticism or like even public showcase? Sketchbooks are there to be used as, drum roll, a sketchbook. Are you surprised? It's there for your practice and also for you to have fun with it, and also test out your materials, and also do some sketches for studying and do some sketches for practicing. It's not an art book. Let's normalize sketchbooks being sketchbooks. Let them be messy, let them be sketchy, let them be ugly. Just let them be. Let them be, let them be, let them be, let them be. Just let the sketchbook freaking be a sketchbook. I honestly don't understand why artists are so stressing about it, and here I am just doodling whatever I have first came to my mind. I guess I'm a weirdo that I'm not stressing about it. I'm weirdo and I'm proud. So anyway, I decided I would make a very simple sketch of my original character Ginger, who is dreaming about something sweet. When I opened the sketchbook and saw the first 2 pages that are connected to each other, and it's not really comfortable to draw in the second one, as you could see in the beginning of the video, if I'm moving the first one, the second one moves with it very, very closely. So I just decided I would do the sketch on the first one, and the second one I'm probably gonna just skip or probably glue with the first one so it wouldn't appear an empty page there. I could try and use it for a swatch, but I just realized that it's not gonna be comfortable to use this page during the swatching and also after, because it's just gonna move with the first one. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna glue it together with the first one. And to make this first page a little bit more useful and functional for me, I decided I would color it with all of my drawing materials that I'm planning to use in the sketchbook in the future. And this drawing is going to be like an example for me to refer to have an idea how the material will look like on the page. So for the character's face, I am going to use alcohol-based markers to color them, and for the cupcake and decorations, I'm going to use acrylic paint pens and finish everything up with fine liners as a line art. So it's not only fun to draw this, it's also actually very useful for me for a future reference in using this sketchbook. So I'm going to be careful with the amount of layers I'm going to put, as I see the pages are not completely covering the alcohol-based marker bleeding through. So with this one, I'm going to use an extra paper behind it, and I'm probably gonna mix around and switch in order when I'm gonna draw with alcohol-based markers, and then on the next page, or like on the back of the same page, I'm going to use acrylic paint pens so I can use up all of the paper surfaces, even though some of the drawings are going to bleed through to the other side. Acrylic paint pens appear to be very good in covering up these bleeds through, and I can also put some extra papers inside if I feel like it. I've seen other artists do it and it seems a lot of fun. Like some of them are using sticky notes, for example, or like an extra stickers or colored papers and stuff like that. I never really did that much of crafty stuff in my sketchbook because they tend to make them thicker and it's harder to close them up afterwards, especially if you use a lot of these extra materials in each of the drawings or like in each of the artwork that you're creating in the same sketchbook. But some of them, why not? I don't think it's gonna affect the thickness of the sketchbook too much, so shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, I have a lot of plans for the sketchbook, to be honest. And I'm very excited to try and style study some of the cases that you have already offered me in the previous comments. Don't worry, I'm going to use all of your suggestions eventually. It's just I'm trying to make some videos ahead of time, so some of your requests can be a little bit delayed. Sometimes for a few days, sometimes for a few weeks, just because I have already made a video for that date, for example. So still stay tuned and keep suggesting your characters and your favorite fandoms, and Annie is going to draw it for you eventually. Of course, sometimes I'm going to make my own artwork and my own characters because I just want to switch around drawing different things and for practice. But I really like when you guys suggest me your favorite characters, so I get to draw something that I have never never thought of drawing, and it actually inspires me a lot. And not only that, your comments and likes are actually helping in growing this channel a lot. So I really appreciate each comment and each and every one of you. Thank you very much for joining me on my journey. Having you around me cures my loneliness, to be honest. So tell me more about yourself in the comments. Let's get to know each other more. I'm slowly reaching to the finishing part of this drawing, and I must say that I'm very satisfied with what I see and how the materials are interacting with the paper. It's not too much different from what I already used before in my artworks, specifically the sketchbook from Royal Talents brand. I really like the quality of the paper and the cover, so I think I'm gonna stick to this brand for a while, for at least when the sketchbook is finished. And I really hope that this sketchbook will help me improve in my own style and also find interesting techniques in other styles that I'm going to study in this sketchbook. I think I'm going to include something else in the sketchbook, not only style studies and fine arts. I think I'm gonna do some art challenges in this one, because the sketchbook is pretty thick and I don't know if I can find so many styles that I want to study from. Honestly speaking, it's just gonna take forever to finish the sketchbook if I'm only gonna use it for style studies. And as I've mentioned before, I'm not the type of person to only work in one sketchbook. I have to entertain my other sketchbooks as well. But anyway, here I am with the finished drawing. I honestly love how Ginger came out with this playful eye expression and the way that she is popping from the bottom of the page. And I really like how the design of the cupcake turned out to be, because I wanted it to match the Ginger's design. So I had to think about a cool design for a cupcake as well. And those previous food drawings that I have on my channel helped me a lot when I was drawing this cupcake, for sure. So yeah, I hope you liked the result. I hope you liked the process as well. And I hope that this video was also useful for you. If you like my work and you want to support my channel, please subscribe, leave a comment and like. Make your wild guess on what the sticker set's going to be. And of course, stay tuned for part 2. Bye bye!